must be a holiday or something today. It says voxel hacking stream or something. I guess we can do some voxel hacking maybe. Right, let's do some voxel hacking here. Okay, so we have our HackMatrix code base, and I'm going to put HackMatrix here. That's what I mean by that. I'm going to there you go. You can see that I can launch this as long as I have a voxel API bind. Okay, so I'm going to launch it about right here. Okay, so I'll be launching this frequently over time. It dumped core because of its VMQ error. Okay, we already have one of these launched. So we should actually just do 3334. And then go over here and back up just a bit, and okay, perfect. So we have started a server, it's a full window manager now. Cool. The mouse doesn't work perfectly, but it works okay here. It works, oh, it does actually work perfectly here. In this version of Matrix, it works perfectly. I can still see it, but at least I can move like I need to. Okay, so there's a voxel. But we need to be able to add the voxels. So that's the mission, to get that placing voxels. Oops, I think I tried to close that the wrong way. Okay, so I have to go in and press escape. So let's run a project fetch this project. And so that reaches out, it actually just, I think, reads the GitHub repository, or the Git repository, the local one. So we're actually on the Git branch named distro, I think. So this is the project we're working on today, and we're getting the voxels to work properly. That's the key here. Hopefully the volume is good. Let me back up a bit. So we just need to make sure that the recording volume is decent. So I will increase that slightly. This may just be a silent stream, I think. That's probably the best thing to do. I do like talking for streams. Let me just play the stream back and see how loud it is. I think this will largely be a silent stream though. The 3D split. I want to watch that video. Maybe I'll watch it in like an intermittent part. Okay, so it's audible enough for you to hear, I think, but maybe not audible enough for me to speak consistently and tell long narratives, but maybe just to sort of loudly describe code or something. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. And I can go ahead and close this window, it's not useful. Okay, so we're one commit ahead with the dirty status. The log multiplayer works on distro, interesting. Okay, yeah, I created distro which is not fully open source, and that's what I was just basing my, it's like my fork, I guess. It's still open right now, I think. At some point maybe I'll find another repository or remote to push to. Okay, so let's see. I'm so far away from the laptop. I'm incredibly far away from the laptop. It's like maybe 10 feet, maybe 6 to 8 feet. 8 feet, let's say. Jesus, can you move for a second? Okay. Appreciate it, dog. So what I'm doing right now is I had voxel systems set up in the past. There's also a vibe-coded voxel system, so I have like 3 different types of voxel systems, as well as a dynamic object system. So right now, I just want to see the dynamic object system work. So the dynamic object system, this is a dynamic cube. I was thinking I would make like dynamic primitives that you can then like move around the screen. This I think predates loading like .obj files, but it was between the phase when I was making voxel cities, basically when I was cloning Minecraft, versus when I was making Blender models and Magic or voxel models to make this. Swamin Sen says, I just discovered your project yesterday. Beautiful shit. Thank you. There might be something wrong with the way this builds. Wow, no wonder. Reload space. I don't want to open, I want to reload. Oh, it's a capital R now. Since when did they make a capital R? They're changing my default key bindings. I must clone the space max. HackMatrix max. Just kidding. There will be no such abomination as HackMatrix max. Okay, so we have a apparently the entire, whoa, what just happened? Okay, nothing happened. For some reason, I feel like I've lost control of Emacs. Oh, there it is. Okay, I did lose control because it was, I guess, loading something. 21% with the build. We just have Magic built in here. Although it says Emacs SQL could not find or compile a backend. That's Gen 2 for you. I didn't compile whatever flag needed to be compiled for get to work. Classic. That's fine. The project is building there. I wanted to get working, but we can just use eShell. Which is taken, so rename buffer. It's the only way to open a new eShell. So this is matrix build, and then now I can run eShell. I should give you a new one. There we go. Interesting. Source multiplayer web. Okay, so I think it's just the environment variable or something. Something multiplayer works. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what's going on with the fragment. What did we do with the fragment? We just changed some. I can't even see what happened there. I think I need the pretty colors. Just gonna be honest. Much easier to read. Look at that, just indent change. That's what happened. Okay, we don't care about the database at the moment, and then we have the world that we're working on. So let's go take a look. Okay, it's fully built. So let's go over here and try to run it. Actually, let's try to run it directly from here. So we would just history grep voxel, I believe. History grep vox. Very weird. Let's try to run it from kitty term. See, this history has it. Not sure why that one doesn't. We need to change the port though. I think we're using I believe 3334 for this. So I'll just back up a bit and launch it here. Okay, so once that launches, it should launch. It shouldn't crash or anything. Okay, so we want to look for a cube that maybe should be moving at a high speed. I don't see it. Is it even rendering? I wouldn't even know. Okay, so I think actually, I don't think I want to kill that. I do think I probably killed the subcompositor in a way that broke it. So I could probably try to kill this. It probably is going to leave a process hanging or something. Okay, let's go back to the world. So right now it's moving the dynamic cube every render. So that's probably not something that we wanted to do. Hopefully this now just renders the world, and maybe it would recompile because I changed some header files or something in some other file. But yeah, hopefully this just recompiles the world that I just changed, and we can run it quicker. Okay, so I guess what we should do now is group that. So I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that kitty term, although it did crash, so I got rid of it. Okay, so I have this, I think 3334 is probably bad now, so let's do 3344. So let's spawn that. That should spawn, although I don't, looks like, okay, it spawned ahead of it. Alright, so let's see if we can see a cube. I mean, there is a cube. I think that's a light though. Unfortunately, I think, I'm not even sure where it would spawn. I think I might want to double check that the player position and the world position are sort of like correct. I think the origins are the same. I know that worlds, but like in a game engine you can sort of have different like world spaces and have them translated and such to different points in space. So I don't see that dynamic object that's supposed to be rendering, and that just it may be turned off in the renderer. I may have decided, no, I don't want to use the dynamic system anymore. I don't want that cube to draw and then fly off the screen. So maybe it's deactivated. I was thinking that, and then I deactivated it or something. So I'll go check the renderer in a moment. My alarm went off because it was, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:03 now. This means that I'm going to run the meditation program. It's in root Python meditate. Right? So I can't actually escape that window, so I'll put it here and then so just leave it like that. It looks pretty goofy that way. Someone new to the stream would see that and be like, what the heck is going on in that? It's just a portal to nowhere. It's a portal to another consciousness in this game. Another person's HackMatrix. Oh, wait. It's a meditation function I use for taking breaks. Different meditation function. It doesn't really matter because they don't really do too much different at the moment. This is the one that we're doing. So I gotta go get my notebook. The bottoms of my feet. I put this here to show the goal that I wrote, which is I get voxels working well by April 17th. So the voxel system already works. I like voxels, and it already works, and it's the card at the top of the deck which sort of it's what made me think about it. So there's the voxel card. So, I'm playing the voxel